My name is Stephanie.
Okay, and what did I call?
Family Crisis Center.
Okay, yes, I am being targeted by the government, and I have multiple false arrests, and my daughter was taken away from me out of corruption, away from me, and I'm on supervised visits, and those are being denied out of corruption, and the police, CPS, and the courts won't investigate the corruption, keeping me away from my daughter, who I love and miss dearly. My family's scared to be around me, so I'm isolated, and I have no support system because I'm denied services locally and social worker services. And the police department the police has intervened in me speaking with advocates, and I do not have access to an advocate, social worker, or any kind of support system. And I was wondering what kind of services and resources you can give me. I went to the FBI. I was handcuffed there. And the FBI, when I just recently went, wants me to call a number instead of getting me with an investigator or any assistance.
Okay. What is your name?
It's Kiana.
Keyaana?
That's correct.
Okay. And have you been here before?
No.
Okay. And what's your last name?
Clark. Clark.
Okay. And you want to give me your number just in case we get disconnected?
Yes.
Okay. Is it 936? Are you local?
No, this is a routine thing. I don't know why people can't hear me, and I have to repeat myself over and over on each call.
Yeah, your phone just kind of cuts out, in and out.
That's what it
so
is.
I'm missing some of the numbers.
Oh, okay.
Let's just start over.
That's kind of none of the numbers that I gave you, though. The numbers that you repeated back, and I repeated it multiple times, and you're not the sequence of numbers or nothing like what I gave to you.
Okay.
But I can try again. It just happens routinely. I don't know if it's something in my voice why multiple parties do not understand. Like when I called the police department and she said I've been shot. When I was trying to beg for my life and called 911, she couldn't understand me and I was getting threatened. And someone was approaching me and threatening me when I was on the phone with 911. And then she hung up in my face while someone was coming up against me, threatening me. So I felt my life was in jeopardy with someone coming to me and threatening me, and 911 couldn't understand me at all. Then eventually hung up. I said, "You don't hear this party threatening me?" No, she heard that. Because I said, "You don't hear me getting threatened?" She said, "No." But she heard that clearly and hung up. But everything else that I said, she did not understand nothing else while I was getting threatened and was afraid for my life. But okay, let's try it again.
Well, you are hard to understand. I'm sorry. Hard to understand.
Okay. Yeah, something going on with my phone. The provider won't investigate it. But this was another provider, and that 911 still couldn't understand me. But she did understand clearly that you don't hear me getting threatened. She understood that quite clearly and hung up. 911.
Okay. Well, what are you calling?
But you heard everything else that I just said. You just couldn't hear the number. You heard everything else I said. You heard me say that, and you said I am quite hard to understand. But I can try to give you my number again. I just had a lot of... Okay, you want the number again?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Yes, you heard it perfectly this time.
That's better.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm really not sure where I met the individual. The law enforcement has been covering for him, arresting me, detaining me. I have a smear campaign on me, and multiple parties have been covering for him. I have no clue what's going on. I barely even know him, a lot about him.
Okay. Now, where are you located? Are you in Texas?
Yes.
Okay. Are you close to here?
Well, what kind of services? This is the second place I called. So it came up in my phone as a Family Crisis Hotline. I called another one. So what kind of services can you provide for my situation?
Well, that's what I'm wanting to know about. So you're just being threatened, and I guess you went to the FBI. Now, what is that about? They're not letting you see your kids?
That too, all of the arrest, like I told you, 911 hung up in my face when I was getting threatened in the background. Someone was running up on me, threatening me.
Okay.
and that they
Okay.
would not dispatch out police. And then eventually the
Yeah.
police, a lot of strange events like that happen in multiple different experiences. I got robbed, pickpocketed, and police wouldn't take reports or investigate it. And a lot of times 911 wouldn't even dispatch out police. And if they did, they dispatched out police to detain me. So if
Okay.
I'm
What?
reporting a crime and terrified, and what the police do to, with that is detain me and arrest me for cover up, that had me terrified.
Mhm. Okay. Well, now I don't know what support we can give you when you're not around here.
Oh, we've
But
been on the line quite a while.
where are you? What
Well,
town are
what do
you
you
in,
do
or
for
what
people
are
that
you
are
by?
local? What do you do for people that are
Well, I don't.
local? This is the second number I called. Well, I've called multiple numbers, and you haven't given me any education that what you give people locally when they're in experiences such as my experience.
All I can really think of is, maybe a legal advocate for you. But that's only going to happen if you're around here.
A legal
But
advocate. So there's no
yeah.
organizations locally that you can give someone information for? The Family Crisis
Okay.
Hotline? You don't have any suggestions on how I could protect myself or anything on the Family Crisis Hotline? This is my second call. My phone gave me this number for the Family Crisis. It didn't say only people that were local to the one that I just called in New Mexico and this
Well,
one.
no, we have a safe house. Are you wanting to come into the safe house?
Yeah,
That
I don't think that I'm being heard. This is the second time I wasn't being heard over the phone. That's not what I requested. The safe house.
I'm just telling you what we can offer.
Oh, that's the only thing you can offer is a safe house?
Yeah, I guess at this time it is, because I don't really know what you think we can do. What do you think we could do about it? I mean, what kind of help? Give me an idea of what you're looking for.
I don't know what you offer, ma'am. This has been going on years. I don't know why places would refuse to tell me what they can do to assist a person in my crisis, in my situation.
Well, as far as
Every place
I
I
don't
call.
think we can do anything, because I don't really understand it. Do you know the person that's threatening you?
I just wanted to know
Well,
what services you offer. I'd like to know what services you offer.
You could get a protective order if someone's harassing you. You can get a protective order. That has to go through the court for them to put one into effect. We have a safe house where you can come in for shelter if we aren't full. To get you away from but that's like when you're with an abusive person. But we could bring you in for that, the house, well, not housing, but a place to stay that's safe. And then the protective order, and that's all I can think of, because if you're here, you would be safe.
Yeah, I can't get any consequences for the party that people claim aren't doing it. People sabotage information and resources and organizations. I'm blacklisted from all organizations locally, so I ventured out, and the organizations that I call on my phone are unwilling to give me proper information and resources. It did not say that it was just locally for this location. You haven't given me any resources or telephone numbers.
You can come into shelter. You just have to get here. You can come.
I'm not being heard, ma'am, again, since I have shelter now. That's the only thing that people are willing to give me. But when I didn't have shelter, I was not allowed to get that. I'm not being heard by multiple parties. They just, say shelter over and over, and that's not something that I'm looking for.
Okay. My other line's ringing. I'm going to have to hang up. You can call back later if you'd like, or call on Monday and talk to, someone like the manager or something.
Any particular reason why I informed you that my life was in jeopardy and there's police corruption and all this going on? Why another party?
If your life is in jeopardy, I would think you would come to the safe house. If you're really feel like you're in danger, I don't know why you wouldn't come to the safe house.
I'm not in that location, and I just wanted information. That's why I called. I didn't know that I would be
I've given
deprived.
all the information that I can.
You haven't given me one number or one resource, ma'am?
What do you want for? What number do you want? Like what place? Or what kind of help? You give me an idea because I don't really know exactly what you're wanting to do.
Ma'am, I don't know how long this is going to go on. I think this is pretty
Not
sadistic
very
for
long.
people to break in. I don't know how this is being done. I don't know why I call for advocacy and support all over and keep getting the same results. Nothing. Thank
If
you,
you want
ma'am.
to give me the town you're in, I've got a book and I can write up. I mean, I can give you numbers of other shelters around you or other some kind of resource center.
Oh, now you can do that. Okay.
Oh no, I gotta go. Bye bye.
Taunts. Taunts.